Jim Bob Duggar has been slammed for insisting he can't remember the details of his son Josh's past molestation controversy. In 2015, the Counting on Patriarch, 65, had told police that Josh, 33, had confessed to touching underage girls in the family home between 2002 and 2003. Jim Bob was forced to take the stand in an Arkansas court on Monday to testify on behalf of the prosecution in Josh's ongoing child pornography trial. Josh is on trial this week for child pornography charges from his April 2021 arrest. Jim Bob repeatedly claimed he couldn't remember the details of Josh's admissions that he had touched the victims, who were called Jane Does 1 to 4, people reported. This was something for a young man to come forward, he said, calling it a juvenile record and a sealed case. The reality star then claimed, I can't remember, when asked about In Touch's 2015 report on the scandal and called it tabloid information. He said to Judge Timothy L. Brooks, I'm not going to allow it, are you going to allow for that? If there is an objection to be made, someone will make it but it won't be you, the judge replied. Jim Bob was asked to read a copy of the police report but refused to do so, before saying he couldn't remember the incident when he read it in his head. He did, however, recall Josh telling him and wife Michelle in 2002 about inappropriately touching a minor, but claimed he couldn't remember his son's exact words. We were shocked this had happened but we were thankful he came on his own and told us, he said. He had told me that he had touched some of the girls when they were sleeping on their breasts, they didn't wake up. The TLC alum added that he and Michelle took Josh to the police in 2006, saying, Josh confessed everything to Arkansas State Police. We tried to handle things in-house. It was a very difficult time in our family's life. They took Josh to the police after Bobby, the wife of Jim Holt, an elder in the Duggar family church, recalled Josh repeatedly admitting in 2003 and in 2005 to inappropriately touching 4 Jane Does over and under their clothes. When the 2006 police report came up again during Jim Bob's testimony, he said, for you guys to use a tabloid to bring it back up is very unprofessional. Backlash critics slammed Jim Bob over his insistence that he couldn't remember the specifics of the molestation scandal. One raged on a Duggar Reddit thread, this sort of delusion is very telling. Before I thought no way could Josh honestly think he'll get out of this. Then I read the delusional father who can break his faith under oath and then tell the judge what will and won't be allowed. I'm gobsmacked. I am so deeply hurt for the victims, and I am so disgusted by this piece of *T excuse for a father, a third posted. The Sun exclusively revealed that the state wants to use Josh's past molestation scandal, which he was never charged for, at the trial and is asking the court for permission. The state believes the police report shows his alleged sexual interest in young girls. Molestation scandal in 2015, In Touch Weekly uncovered a 33-page Arkansas police report. The police report revealed Jim Bob confessed to local authorities that Josh fondled the breasts and genitals of 5 young girls while they were asleep in the family home. His younger sisters Jill, 29, and Jessa, 28, came forward as 2 of the victims in an interview with Megyn Kelly, where they insisted they had forgiven Josh, who was never charged, for his sins. Josh admitted the molestation in a statement at the time on his Facebook page. He said, 12 years ago, as a young teenager I acted inexcusably for which I am extremely sorry and deeply regret. I hurt others, including my family and close friends. I confessed this to my parents who took several steps to help me address the situation. We spoke with the authorities where I confessed my wrongdoing and my parents arranged for me and those affected by my actions to receive counseling. Child pornography trial. Back in April, Josh pleaded not guilty to 2 child pornography counts. He was accused of possessing sick images of child pornography that were the worst of the worst that authorities had ever seen. Homeland Security Special Agent Gerald Faulkner said in May that downloads made from a specific file were in the top 5 of the worst that I've ever had to examine. It has been said that Josh's trial could last until December 3. If found guilty, he faces up to 20 years in prison. The former 19 Kids and Counting star is on home confinement until his trial this week and has been living with third-party custodians LeCounte and Maria Reber, who are longtime friends of Jim Bob and his wife Michelle. Josh's wife Anna, who welcomed their seventh child, daughter Madison, in October, is standing by her husband. He has unlimited access to his children with Anna present.